I don't do head slamming, but
yeah.
Yeah.
There are videos to where people are like, hey, I saw her moving her head some. Good day, everyone. Welcome back to Glitch in the Matrix. So, yes, we've been posting videos for the past 2 weeks, but actually we have been on vacation. We did a bunch of videos before we left, but we are back, so I feel a little rusty on this, so I will give it my best. Today we're doing something that's very, very special to me. It's Ozzy Osbourne's Crazy Train. The reason it's special to me is because it's probably one of the top 3 songs that actually got me into hard rock metal back in the very, very, very early 80s. This song came out in 1980. It was actually written by Ozzy, and the guitar riff was created by a guy named Randy Rhoads. Now, the significance of Randy Rhoads is he was actually best friends with Ozzy at the time. He's like a guitar prodigy. He started when he was like a teenager, like literally like fronting guitar for Ozzy when he was like 17 years old. So imagine your brother being one of the biggest bands in the world at his age. I mean, that's the significance of this. However, you know, Ozzy Osbourne was one of the craziest rockers of his day. I mean, there's, you know, significant stories of him just being insane. I read a couple of books about Motley Crue, and he went on tour with them, and they used to have competitions as to who could be the craziest, and it's just insane. I'm talking about snorting ants. I mean, just to one-up people. It's just nuts stuff. Anyway, so the story with Randy Rhoads is actually they were on tour, and there was a pilot there, and they went out in this small plane, and everybody was sleeping in their trailers, and they thought it would be funny to start swooping down and swoop down right over the trailers and try to freak them out and stuff like that. When they did, they were all like on, I think they were all on cocaine or something. At the time, I know there's definitely drugs behind it, and they crashed, and he got killed. He's dead. He died. So it kind of destroyed Ozzy. But anyway, this is the tour. I'm going to show you a live version of Crazy Train. This is the tour that happened after Randy Rhoads died. But the story behind the song, not to get too long-winded here, is that when they were writing it, they were trying to figure out lyrics and what it was about. And the guitar riff is one of my favorite guitar riffs of all time. And they were like, well, it sounds kind of like a train. Sounds like a train. It's like a chug, chug, chug. So then they're like, well, you know, what are we going to call it? This and that. And he goes, but it's nuts. It's like, it's nuts. So they're like, Crazy Train. And that's actually how they came up with the name of it. And the song itself is really just about, at the time in the 80s, there was a whole lot going on about the fear of nuclear weapons and the Cold War and stuff like that. And this is actually kind of a play on that, talking about millions of people living as foes, living under, you know, one person's rule and stuff like that. So it's really a song just about war and being terrified and the craziness of it all. It's like, well, we have all these nukes pointed at each other, but it'll end the world, so nobody's ever going to fire them, but yet let's continue to do it. So it's mad, it's crazy. So anyway, sorry about all the long stories there. I just really kind of wanted to get it out. There's a lot to talk about with this song. One of my favorite guitar riffs, much less song. So let's get into it. Ozzy Osbourne's Crazy Train. Get out there, subscribe. Got a lot more coming, but for now, here comes some Ozzy.
Let me see you going crazy!
Let's go!
I gotta stop just for a second. You guys are probably wondering why I'm sitting here laughing. Before I went out there, I was reading a lot of comments from the original video of this, and a lot of people were like, "Man, what the hell is he wearing? He looks like a wrestler." And I'm sitting there, there's so many comments about what he's wearing, and then I just realized it looks like he has knee pads on too. And I'm just sitting there thinking about other comments. I won't stop it again. A lot of people get mad when I stop it, but I'm sitting there laughing, and people are probably like, "What the hell is he laughing at?"
Driving me insane. I'm going off the rails on a crazy train. I'm going off the rails on a crazy train. Come on, everybody go. Come listen to preachers. I've listened to fools. And what's all the dropouts who make their own rules? One person conditioned to rule and control. The media sells it, and you live the role. Mental wounds not healing. Who and what's to blame? I'm going off the rails on a crazy train. I'm going off the rails on a crazy train. I know that things are going wrong for me. You gotta listen to my words, yeah. Everybody, let's see your hands. Come on, I wanna see all your hands. As of the Cold War, that's what we've become.
Last time I stopped it, I promise. He just said, "This is the Cold War." It's what we, he's talking about the Cold War. That's the part I was talking about.
Yeah, can I?
Yeah, go ahead. Interject.
You're probably wondering why I was starting to laugh. He's the way he's walking on stage is so funny. He's walking around so awkwardly to me. He's like,
So
It's-
Ozzy Osbourne essentially can look like he is incapacitated completely. Like, you wonder how he functions. If you ever hear him talk or have a conversation, you almost can't even understand what he's saying. Because that's how he talks. And it's like, how the hell is he? But he gets out there and he kills it all the time.
But it seems like his face is like not, his face and his body are not matching up to the song. And I'm like, what is he thinking about?
He's the dark one. He's just killing it. That's what he does. Anyway, okay, I'll keep it going.
Inheriting troubles, I'm mentally numb. Crazy, oh what do I care? I'm living with something that just isn't fair. Come on! Mental wounds not healing. Oh, and what's to blame? I'm going off the rails on a crazy train. I'm going off the rails on a crazy train. Oh!
There we go.
There we go. That's more like it.
turn it over to you.
I liked it. It was a good song.
Does it make you want to move and get up and slam your head a little bit?
I don't do head slamming, but
yeah.
There
are videos to where people are like, hey, I saw her moving her head some.
Because it's not like me. I don't do the head thing.
But this was good?
Yeah, I liked it.
Okay. I mean, if this came on, I know you don't drive yet. Oh, by the way, she did just turn 14.
Yeah.
So, got 2 more years. But
2 days ago I did.
So, let's say you're driving and this came on, would you be like, yeah?
I wouldn't be like, yeah. But I would be like, oh, and I would leave it on.
You leave it on?
Yeah.
Success! Okay. The reason I get excited when she likes something is, for those of you new to the channels, there's not a whole lot out there that she likes. We've have had some successes for the most part, but so when we do have successes, I get excited about it. So I love this song. This is probably one of the top 3 songs that actually introduced me, as I already mentioned, into hard rock metal. Love the guitar riff. It brings back so many memories from the early 80s and me getting into music and just loving it. So, all right, well, I'm glad I could show you this one. This was a lot of fun. I love the fact that you were laughing. I was so curious to hear what that was about. It's good stuff. So anyway, hope you guys enjoyed it. I know I was a little bit long-winded on the introduction on this one. There's just so much to talk about with this. So anyway, get out there, subscribe. Hope you guys like what you're seeing. We got a lot more coming soon. So stay tuned. And until next time, thanks for watching.